combine and have that view over there, that's just pretty awesome. That's almost as awesome as watching that Mike Les guy on YouTube. That is one good looking tractor and grain cart. Hey everybody, it is Farmhand Mike here, and in this video we are doing something you just don't see much of anymore. We are cultivating corn. Now if you are my age or older, you have probably cultivated corn or soybeans at some point in your life. Cultivating between the rows was mostly done for weed control, and some of the old timers talk about it would bring moisture up out of the ground to help the crops grow. Now I did a lot of this as a kid. In fact, on our sweet corn ground I think we cultivated a lot of that twice, and my grandpa and my Uncle Ed always had a theory that running the cultivator ahead when we'd side dress with anhydrous ammonia would help it seal up better, which I would have to agree with that. Of course, when I was a kid we did this all with 4-row cultivators, and we'd be out here all day in the sun, getting one heck of a farmer's tan, or we usually take our shirts off and was tan from the belt line up. I always remembered this being quite a boring job. It's been a long time since I've done this. I think 1993 was the last time I actually cultivated, and the reason I remember 1993 is June of 93 is when my son Andrew was born, and I remember that's what we were doing when he was born. And we were actually cultivating soybeans then, because we used to grow soybeans on 30-inch rows back in the day. But anyways, with the guys I help here, we were just talking about this. This Krause cultivator was in the barn. We got to talking about cultivating corn. Will it help the corn? Will it hurt the corn? Well, we're going to find out. We had some theories here. Obviously, we were not cultivating for weed control. You can see the weeds are under control here, and there is none. But just thinking here, maybe going through here, breaking that crust, helping the dirt air out would help the crops, and maybe it'll hurt it, because there was a couple places where we did knock down a little bit of corn, and we later put those wheels you see on the cultivator there, we put those down the crop protectors, so we were not burying the corn or putting dirt up against it. In this video, doing the work is a John Deere 2755 tractor with a Deere 620 loader on it, and we have a Krause 6-row model 4600 row crop cultivator. Now call me crazy, but does that corn that's already been cultivated look better than what hasn't? The John Deere 2755 tractor was built between 1984 to 1992. You could get this tractor in several different configurations. You could get it a 2-wheel drive, open station. You could get it with the canopy like you see here. You could get it with the full John Deere cab or sound guard body, and you could also get this in a front wheel assist. In 1992, this tractor would have sold for around $28,000 depending how it was equipped. These tractors were rated at 88 engine horsepower or 75 PTO horsepower, and these were powered with a John Deere 3.9 liter 4-cylinder diesel engine. We had just side dressed this field with 28% nitrogen the day before, and usually when you do that, then you get a rain, the growth of the corn just explodes. So now with cultivating added to that, I expect this stuff to really shoot up there. Now let's talk about some of my fondest memories cultivating corn as a kid. I'm guessing I was probably in about 7th grade or so the first time I would have done this, so my grandpa would walk behind me as I got started and just used to make me so nervous because it seems like if you were going to screw up, you were always going to do it when someone was watching, then you were going to get yelled at. But I remember he would always say, if you need to turn around and look at the cultivator, take your hand off the steering wheel or stop, because if you turn around with your hand on the steering wheel, you're going to turn the steering wheel at the same time, the cultivator is going to shift over and knock out corn. Another time I remember I was going along a tree line and there was a stick that had fallen down and I didn't see it. Well, it was laying perfectly with the cultivator, so the cultivator grabbed it and I wiped out 4 rows of corn, and I probably went 150 feet till I realized I was dragging this stick knocking down corn. As far as I know, that was at the back of the field and nobody ever found out about that. Or they didn't find out about it till harvest time, and then it was probably forgotten about who actually did the damage. But for the little bit we did here today, I did enjoy it, and since we're planting with a 16-row planter, it would be easier if we had an 8-row or 16-row cultivator, and you can buy these pretty cheap, so stay tuned. Who knows what's on the horizon. that is going to wrap up this video. Thank you everybody for watching and subscribing to my channel. And if you have any cultivating stories, feel free to comment below and share them. Also, you can check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Farmhand Mike, and stay tuned. I still have a lot of good stuff coming to the YouTube